Good afternoon from Two Happy Children Farm. Just was out in the field checking some of the corn, and I had a couple questions for you guys about nitrogen carryover. And the reason I'm asking is I have two ears. The top ear is from an area where I'd put 150 pounds of N in season, and the bottom ear is from an area where I put 175 pounds in season. And typically that bottom ear, that area is like 125 bushel, and then the top ear area, I've seen it go close to 200 in past years. But my question is, last year we had a severe drought, and my overall bushels per acre was about 90 bushels, and so a lot of that nitrogen I've put out for my yield target wasn't used. And this spring I took soil tests at 12 inches, and we basically only had a few pounds of nitrogen left in those soil tests. And what I'm wondering though is, with all the rain we've got this year, I either didn't have any problems with denitrification or leaching. We have heavy soil here. Either those two things didn't happen at all, or on top of that I also got some leftover nitrogen from last year. So I'm wondering what you guys' experience are in drought years. How do you put out your nitrogen for the next year? The other point I wanted to make was this ear on the left is 34 long, ear on the right is 44 long. It just amazes me to see how much bigger that ear on the right is. I've never pulled ears like that from my farm, and just to see something that huge. The other thing I know is that bigger ear is also bigger around, so I have trouble closing around it. And this is the smaller ear. These are both 16 kernels around, but I think it's just like building a skyscraper. The base is going to be bigger if you want something that long. And so that's interesting for me to get an ear that size. We'll go back and do some soil tests to see maybe if there's something we can learn there. The other thing that I always hear is you want to have a little tip back on your ear. If that would be a sign that you didn't have too much nitrogen. Well, neither one of these ears are tipped back. So then my question would be, why wasn't the ear on the right also 44 long? Because obviously there was enough nitrogen there. If there's something else missing in the equation and you guys know, just let me know. So thanks for watching. We're around black layer now and should harvest in probably about 3 weeks.